Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to some Super Metroid. With me doing this, I would call this a Let's Play, but you guys don't want to call it a Let's Play because, we only have one person doing commentary, so does that really count? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, a little correction over last time. I recently learned while doing some no commentary run throughs of this game the fact that, there's some issues with doing 100% in this game that, come into play. 100% is actually impossible without. Basically, it's an interesting case of 100% being kind of impossible because we're no longer doing 100%, and I'll try to explain why that is exactly. But basically, here's how it works. So 100% in this, like the randomizer, has caused some of what you might consider problems, in this run through, basically. And the problems are that there are so many super missiles. Like right here, for example. Normally there are normal missiles here, not super missiles. But the fact that there are super missiles here ruins the randomizer. See, because naturally you're not supposed to be able to get over 50 of these bad boys. But in this game, 50 is not the limit. You can get over 100. So it's not a problem if you get over 50. We're at 45, so we'll clearly get over 50, which is more than the vanilla game intended and all that. But that's not really the issue as of yet, basically. The issue is that if you get over 100, the game will no longer load up. So you can beat the game still with 100% technically, but you can't, you can't save, and you can't load your save. So if your game ever crashes or you ever want to play the seed again, you can't. So I think that that's just unfair and that's stupid, but we have to kind of work with it. So we're no longer getting 100% of all items, just 100% of the major items. So we will get all the major items, but we will, I think you understand what I'm saying. We're not going to get all the missiles and all the power bombs like we would in a normal 100% run. We're just going to be getting 100% of the major items. So energy tanks, reserve tanks, all that kind of fun stuff. So, yeah, that also means we don't have to do some of the tricks that I hate doing. And so you may ask, why are we in Meridia already? Well, the answer is that we have all the things we technically need to complete Meridia. I don't think we will be doing that because I want to wait off till after we beat Phantom, most likely. But in the meantime, we're going to check some of the minor items because we already have some of these major abilities. So we're going to check some of the, not minor items, you know what I'm saying. We're going to check some of the major items in Meridia. Such as they are. This is actually one of the first times I've reached here without space jump on my recent playthroughs. So that means we gotta ride Mama Turtle on up and back down. Let's try that again. Come on. Okay. Space jump. Yes, that's what we want. I want space jump. Give me space jump. Okay, we have to use the intended grapple strats. That really sucks when you have to do what's intended in this game, huh? Takes all the fun out of it. But now we have space jump. This is exactly what I was kind of hoping for, because we already have area suit. We already have, so many of the different things we need. So space jump was just like exactly what was called for. Since we have wave beam already, I mean, the only thing maybe better would be charge beam, because we would actually want charge beam at some point. Yeah, so there are no issues with getting all the missiles. It's only with getting all the super missiles, since there are normally over 100 of them in these randomizers. I would think that some randomizers then are 100% completable, but this one I would not think. I don't know. I don't have enough evidence. I'm just saying we're going to be doing what is reasonable for every randomizer, and that's to get, not all of the items. But we'll check plenty of minor items because I like getting super missiles and all that. So we're also going to see if we can find plasma. I don't think we don't have plasma yet. I know that much. It's also kind of hard to keep track of what you have in randomizers because it is, is this randomizer? Is this other one? I don't know what I have. Anyway, so that morph jump can be a little hard to get. Not jump, morph grab. Okay, let's see. Do I have? Okay, I do not have spring ball. I'm pretty sure, right? Yep. No spring ball. Okay. I gotta check my items just so I remember. Sometimes you're like between different walkthroughs and you're like, hey, I don't know what items I have. So let's quickly check that out.
Okay, Samus, what do we got? So we got Wave, we got Various Suit, we got Gravity Suit, so both suits, we got Morph Ball, we got Bombs, we got Screw Attack, we got High Jump, we got Space Jump, we got Speed Booster. So we have everything we need technically to complete Meridia at this point, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go to Fantoon first. I like to use intended boss order.
Maybe that's just me, but that's what I prefer. But we can still check Sandpit. I think that that's often worth doing. And we have everything we need technically to check Shack Tool, as it's called. So that's everybody's favorite area. Shack Tool clearly is everybody's favorite. I don't like Shack Tool. He's a jerk. Anyway, because that's like the slowest part. So like all the speedrunners I know like hate Shack Tool. Nobody ever wants to check Shack Tool, even if there's like charge there. But we're going to grab a save here, and then we're going to check. This part's still a little short, so I'm still going to finish this part up by checking Sandpit and probably Shack Tool. Yeah, I think so, because I like to do save to save, you know. Anyway, but here we are, and we can actually grab these miners if we want to. Whee! Okay, what do we got? Please save. We also have super missiles. I want super missiles. Because I can get up to 95 of these bad boys, and I intend to do just that, you know? So, missiles, I mean, I'll still grab them, because they can be useful against a number of bosses, and they fire, like, a little bit faster than super missiles, I think. Like, that's just my experience. You can fire off missiles faster. I think that's true. People are going to be like, what, this noob doesn't know whether you can fire off, you know, missiles or super missiles faster? Honestly, never really paid attention. So we're not going to have to check that sandpit. We're going to have to check this one. Because this is where the minor item can be, so it's the left sandpit. You also, if you morph and unmorph under the sand, it's slightly faster for whatever reason. I cannot tell you why, I just know that that's something that works that way, basically. Okay, we don't know what that item is yet. Oh, thanks for the boulder to the face, guys. Really appreciate it. Okay, this can be a little hard to check without Spring Ball. I don't really think you need it, but much appreciated, I suppose. Okay, let's find out what this item is anyway. Some of these tricks I'm really good at, and some of them I'm pretty bad at. Oh, Ice Beam! We want that. Okay. So what we need to do is jump up there and morph. Okay. You can do this pretty easily, but I'm not remembering how to do it for some reason. Okay, the way you do that is you, like, jump up and then, you know, you want to morph in mid-air. So you can either do that or you can do the wall jump move. If you don't have... Why are these crumble blocks so difficult? So, like, most crumble blocks, you can jump on them, you know? If you... Like, but these ones somehow are, like, slightly different. I don't know what's up with the physics in this game sometimes. But, let's just try this jump. I think we can make this work. Where we're going to jump and morph really fast, and I think that can work. Ugh, no. Come on. That's one of the irritating things about this game sometimes, is that it doesn't fix some things that later games really fixed up. Now, I think that this game obviously is one of the better ones, and maybe better than some of those later games, but I can honestly just say that that's something that still irritates me. Okay, come on. We can do this. I've done harder tricks many times. Okay, come on. Come on. This trick is just really not that... It's not even that much of a trick. It's just the instant morph, okay? And the way you do that is just... You can do it off a wall, okay? So you can wall jump and then do it by pressing down. I think that's how that works. I don't entirely know. Okay. I'm getting better at my instant unmorphs. Instant morphs. Okay. I'm standing on, like, the very edge there. Come on. That, or I'll just come back here with Spring Ball, which may be the better move. I hate to say that I'm not good at that, but I'm just not good at that. I normally have Spring Ball at this point for some reason. I don't know why, but I always thought I could do that trick. I guess not. I'm sure I've done it at least one time before. It's just weird. I don't know what's up with it, but whatever. We will come back to there when we have Spring Ball, which we should get sooner rather than later. But if we don't, like there was one seed recently I was doing where I didn't have grapple here, and I just didn't know how to perform the ice clip. So that was pretty irritating, and I just didn't remember earlier that I needed grapple to, unlock this room. Well, that might just be because a lot of people just don't go to Shack Tool, period. But this is 100%, so we're getting all of the major items, as I was explaining. Now, originally, we were intending to get 100% of all the minor items, but as I've told you, there are some issues with that one. So, as fun as it would be to have a bajillion kind of, freaking supers, we can't do that. Okay, quick Shack Tool. We have to lay the power bomb before he gets there. Otherwise, we are not going to, be getting through too fast, and better to reload the room at that point. But Shack Tool. This is Shack Tool. Nobody likes Shack Tool. And the reason nobody likes Shack Tool is because he's slow. Okay? He's so slow. Look at him. He's just like, me, reet. And it's like, Shack Tool, don't be so slow. Yet he's like some just slow space pirate dude. I don't know. People really hate Shack Tool for a reason, and I don't like him either. I don't like you either. Yeah. We're in one of those situations. Okay, Shack Tool. Now that he served his purpose, though, we can kill him. If we had a pager, if we have the better beam. Let's see. Yeah, anyway. Shack Tool's dead. We killed him. We'll kill him again in a minute, but, yeah. So here we are. This is where, Spring Ball's supposed to be. Spring Ball wants to be here. I am welcome to have it, but we have Spazer. So a lot of people give Spazer crap, but Spazer is a good beam. Okay, so don't give Spazer crap for that. But what we need here is Spring Ball, okay? Because we don't have it, so we have to do the. See, this is not that hard, right? Yeah. Come on. Why am I so used to having Spring Ball these days? I normally don't have to use it. Okay, come on. Guess we can do a bomb jump. I don't really like bomb jumps, though. Come on. But bomb jumps are necessary. The timing in this game compared to the Metroid Prime series is a little questionable, in my opinion. But that's just me. The instant morph like that, where it's a straight-up jump, I have no issues with the instant morph in that way. It's just somehow when we do it in that other manner. Also, now I have Spazer, so die, Shack Tool. Die. Okay, he's dead. Shack Tool, so irritating. And we got Spazer. I think Spazer's useful. I don't think Spazer deserves all the crap it gets, but if you have Plasma, you don't really need Spazer. That's just because it doesn't stack. I also really wonder why they made that choice, because like every game after this, the beams just stack well. Or you switch back and forth between them, and that works. I think that just works. The Prime series, for example, I keep bringing it up, but I love the Prime series. I think the Prime series is the better group of games, but you probably know that from this channel where I played Metroid Prime, 10 times in a row at least on this channel. I played the game at least 10 times on this channel. You can dig out many playthroughs. That's also one of the only commentary playthroughs I have up here, besides The Binding of Isaac, which I thought was a pretty funny series. And then a lot of other ones I just haven't finished up for whatever reason. Anyway, duck down here, you can grab the map over there to the right if you want the map. I sometimes grab the map of Meridia because Meridia is one of my least favorite areas. I don't know what it is about it, I just don't like it. And I don't think that's because it's not fun. Using the microwave trick with the plasma beam and X-ray is super fun. So that's all good. I don't know why, I just don't like it, but for some reason I don't like Meridia that much. Or at least I used to not to in the vanilla game. I'd get past Phantoon and I'd be like, do I have to do Meridia? Because I didn't want to do Meridia. It just doesn't, it's not as fun as Ridley, it's not as fun as elsewhere. I think that used to be because of I was no good at the sand pits maybe. Meridia's grown on me a lot, but I still don't like it. Anyway, it would be useful to have Ice Beam here, but we don't, so that's because I couldn't pull off that stupid morph trick that I should have easily been able to do. Give me more time, I probably could do it, but, whatever. Okay, I believe we got over here because we had grapple previously, so good job on me there. Otherwise, we're going to have to take the Path of Shame up to the top, because I don't really like the Hero Shot trick here. I mean, I think we can pull this off, but if I can't, then that's okay too. One of the issues here with the screw attack is simply the fact that it slalls through all the platforms. But we want that to some degree, because we need to get up to here to saw through these turtles. Don't they die to screw attack? Yes, they do. I was missing one. I'm no way. They can't just not die to screw attack, right? Come on. Come on. Come on. Ah. Okay, that's not going to be helpful. Whatever. Reload the room. Or just skip it. I hate that part. I don't like going up that way. It's got the terrible, like, what I consider to be the worst room in the game. And it just sucks. I don't like that way up. So, if you don't have Ice Beam, if you have Ice Beam the intended way and all, it gets to be easy. I also forget that you always need Wave Beam here, because in the vanilla game you always have Wave Beam there. But in a bunch of randomizers you don't have Wave Beam, and you're like, wait, I can't get back this way? What the hell? Yeah, that's the thing about randomizers. A lot of the time they're actually harder than the, vanilla game. But you feel like they should be easier. Because you have access to so many more items, Die. Yeah. I have screw attack, so screw you. Okay, come on. Let's see, we can go up and check what's known as Billy Mays there. Top room over there, it's got 2 minor items. They could be super missiles, and so I think we should go check them. Let's go see what we have for some possible super missiles. Because we always want super missiles. But overall, this seed is like a really good seed. I just have to say that because the seed is good. It's got us both suits already. We have a bunch of useful beams. We don't have charge beam yet, but with our luck being so good, it may very well be a gauntlet, So, the intended way to get up there is with a Shinkspark. Now, normally we don't have access to that, but I have access to like screw attack. So, but we have access to Shinkspark here. If I can use it correctly, as intended, Whee! There we go. Shinksparks in this game also cost energy, which they don't in the future. So that's kind of sucky. Yeah. Not really a fan of that. I don't think that they should have to cost energy. Double missiles. This is vanilla right here. Is this game even randomized? Man. Because this is so vanilla. You're supposed to get 2 missiles here, and we got 2 missiles here. But whatevs. Let's go with the flow. So, yeah. Okay. Up next, I think we need to still check Gauntlet. I don't think we had a chance to originally. It's the thing about randomizers. It's hard to, when you pick them up at a later date, like it's been maybe 3 to 5 days since I first did this walkthrough, when I first started this. So, like, when you're doing the randomizer, you obviously remember which ones, which items you have, which you don't, what you need, where you checked, but when you've done other randomizers in between and stuff, it's hard to remember, because this game has all the same areas. So you're like, sure, I checked that, but no, you didn't. It's like, what? What's going on? But I was impressed that in this walkthrough I could nail the Great Gate glitch. In the future, I should turn on the moonwalk, because that makes that trick a lot easier. Though doing it high jumpless is basically, I don't like the high jumpless one. I don't think that's required for casual, but I'm not sure. It might be. Anyway, we're going to be doing a lot more of these, so I hope you guys enjoy these kind of randomizers, because I really like them, and I want to keep doing them. I also got to play Super Metroid Rotation at some point. I know it's super difficult, and I need to get better at my wall jumps, but otherwise, I think it would be fun. Because it's, it's Super Metroid, but rotating 90 degrees. So it makes it a completely different game, completely different beast, and a lot harder beast overall, but because some of these rooms become impossible, but rooms like this become super easy. I say that as I'm just realizing I could just go up the side here. After that first little guy at the bottom, it's pretty easy to climb the shaft there. Okay. That's the thing about space jump in this game. Sometimes it works exactly like you want it to, and you can space jump over and over again. And then sometimes it just doesn't work like that. It stops working, and I don't get it. Because a lot of future games, even Other M, for example, which people hate, but it got space jump really right. But I consider this game not always to get space jump right. I feel like this game gets space jump wrong some of the time, because you're trying to jump, and it just doesn't work some of the time. Maybe I'm not pressing the button with enough rhythm or something, but I don't know. Anyway, save here. You can also do a backup save. The saves should work as long as you keep your super missiles under, the right number. But anyway, we're gonna save here and new save. Okay,
And that'll be it for this part. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time with our next part. Stay tuned. I'll see you then.